All right, Ethan Strand, you had the 1500 earlier today, runner-up finish. You just finished the 5K. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously a little frustrated with the 1500. Came up just short. So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a good season, a good year so far, and yeah, I mean, I'm fairly happy with it.
Walk us through the race in the 1500 and especially that final stretch in the 100.
Yeah, I obviously put myself in a pretty rough position. I think I was in probably dead last with 200 meters to go. I did a good job of staying patient back there, which allowed me to have something left over the last 120. But obviously, as you saw, wasn't quite enough.
How were you able to mentally rebound from the 1500 and get yourself back in it for the 5K?
Yeah, I think I've been practicing at that. I did it at ACCs, I did it at regionals, and I did it here again today. I think the hour and 30 minutes I had today obviously showed a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm doing that and I'm getting so much stronger from it. Practicing this skill and practicing racing is only going to help me in the future. So I'm glad I put myself in an uncomfortable situation, and tried really hard at it.
What was some of the advice that Coach Mill gave you heading into the meet?
Yeah, I think with Coach Mill, I mean, we talk tactics a lot, and as you saw in the 15, I didn't quite listen to that advice as well as I should have. I think if I had followed his plan to a T, I would have been in a better position, and that's on me. So that race I have a lot to learn from that.
I feel like in that 15 you did look really comfortable though, especially like last 115 when you bounced out. Did you feel like you had a chance to close that gap?
I did. I didn't know, like I had my head up and I had so much room to make up. And so with 200 meters to go, I was like, I think I'm probably out of it, but I felt really good. And I just kept running, and eventually when I was able to open up with 120 to go, I started catching people. It gave me momentum, and then finally with about 20 meters to go, I just wasn't making up quite enough ground on Nathan. I didn't think I was going to get him, but I leaned pretty hard and tried.
It really feels like Olympic trials last year, you really came into your own. You had such great performance through the rounds. What have you learned since that performances at Olympic trials up until now?
Yeah, I mean, I think my performances at Olympic trials allowed me to have the year that I did. I learned the good things that come from putting yourself in the race and giving yourself a chance to win. And I did that really well in every race I ran until today. So now it's like, all right, you've done that really well. Now it's time for a quick reset, figure out what we did wrong. I remember now why I promised myself I was going to put myself in every race and give myself a chance to win, because getting beat, it hurts, it sucks.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Congrats.